For Douglas Buckley, he's bringing downtown Columbus a hot cup of coffee along with a story.
I'm from Columbus, but I was living in East Africa from 2008 to 2019, and I was a home coffee roaster. In that process, I discovered coffee first started growing in the world in East Africa, and that's something that I didn't know.
Saturday is the grand opening of his new business, Black Kahawa Coffee.
I wanted to start a company focused on telling that story, that coffee first started growing in East Africa, and the flavors of East African coffee are very unique.
The excitement is here. It's in the prime location right across the street from the State House at the corner of Broad and High. Buckley was able to get money to help open from the Ground Floor Growth Initiative.
It's very encouraging. It makes you, as an entrepreneur, you're really going at something by yourself, and when you find out that customers like what you're doing, that feels good. But then to further find out that the city is, wants to back what you're doing, it just is a shot of encouragement as you're laboring and working late into the night.
Enjoying a cup of joe was Columbus City Council member Nick Bankston. He says it's important to make investments in the growth of Columbus. This is one way to transform downtown into a diverse community for work and play.
When you think about where you choose to live or where you want to live, the choice is about amenities that you see around you, about the vibrancy. Can I go out and grab a bite to eat? Can I grab a cup of coffee? Is there a dry cleaner? Some essentials that folks are looking for. So for downtown to become a neighborhood of choice, we have to make sure that those amenities there.
The program is a years-long investment with three major components: money for the build-out of the storefront, funding to help lower the rent, and help from the Columbus Empowerment Corporation to provide advising services to support businesses.
It was sparked really by the renaissance of coming out of the pandemic, of making sure that downtown was not left behind and that we ensured that downtown came back. And so part of that renaissance was also understanding that the hardest hit businesses during the pandemic were minority and women-owned businesses. And so we wanted to ensure that we remove those barriers, because there are already inherent barriers for minority and women-owned businesses, and make sure that we remove those barriers, but more importantly, make sure that the diversity of our city is reflected in downtown.
So far, 5 businesses will call downtown Columbus home this year because of this. The program is now reviewing more candidates for the future. Councilman Bankston says it's all about making an investment into the future.
You get to not only have great coffee, but you get to hear the origin of coffee and where it started. And how fitting to do that right here at the intersection of where Columbus started, at Broad and High.
When you stop into Black Kahawa Coffee, I recommend getting something with our Zanzibar spice syrup. It is unique flavors that pair beautifully with coffee.
On your side in Columbus, I'm Jeremiah Wilcox.